Yeah. And how would they get the puppy to stop pulling on the lead?
Well, it's important to understand that if you if you pull on the lead with the dog, if the lead is tight, you create an opposite reflex with the dog. So whichever direction you will pull, the dog will pull the opposite direction to you. So if you're training the dog on the lead, I would let the lead drag the ground. I would just put the lead on the puppy and allow him to walk around with the lead on him for maybe the first session that I would do with him. The next session, what I would do is I would hold the lead and I would move with the puppy. The next session I would do with the puppy, I would start to put some little gentle input and use treats to direct the dog in whatever way he's going. So I would use a treat to bring him the direction that I want to go. If I pull the lead and he pulls the opposite way, I will release the lead. I won't pull it. If he pulls forward and the lead tightens, I will move the direction that he's moving and I will just use a treat or the lead to give him a gentle nudge in the directions that I want him to go. And I'll work that up over a series of weeks till eventually the puppy's following my direction and going the direction that I want to go in rather than just if you're dragging your dog around, you're not training your dog. You're just dragging your dog. If your dog is walking beside you and you have a tight lead and you're just pulling him in beside you, you haven't actually trained your dog. You've only pulled him in beside you. If you're training the dog is doing this voluntarily and the dog is doing this from motivation, not from force.
On a related note, what's your opinion of choke chains and choke collars?
I generally wouldn't use them in training. And it's not because I have an aversion to them or anything, but with injured necks. So I wouldn't tell anybody to use them in training. I have seen people in the past who have used them and have been used properly, but they should never be used to inflict injury on your dog or pain on your dog. It's not like the dog is going to learn by pulling on a choke chain and strangling it. He's never actually going to learn to walk. If a dog is pulling heavily on a lead and you can't control them, I'd be far more in favour of using something like a halty or a gentle leader to control the dog in them situations rather than I wouldn't be gone on them choke chains or prong. I think in most cases people get them with the idea that the dog is they're going to comply to pain, which they won't. They won't comply to pain. So generally, when I see these on dogs, it just has a negative resonance with me, and I don't like using them with training.
Yeah, the clue is in the title, I think, sometimes. Why would you want to choke your dog?
Yes. No, 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 no. Inflicting pain on the dog is not going to modify the dog's behavior. That's any kind of discomfort or pain you inflict on the dog is not going to help you. It's just going to make your dog hate you. Really. Sometimes you will have to be in a situation where you confront the behavior with the dog. Maybe if your dog is being aggressive with another dog, you may have to step in front of them and you may have to confront the behavior and get their eye contact, But inflicting pain on the dog, whether you're using prongs or electric collars or any of these things, no, I, I completely keep away from these things. It's not something that I would like to get involved in.